Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to give you a demonstration of the EPR module that is in our EWM E-Waste Management system. To begin with, let us take an example of a company who has a recycling plant whose total capacity per day is 50 tons. So in our system, you can add multiple recycling units in the system. So we will consider only one, which is, for example, we'll consider this one, Jeddah. So over here we have this daily capacity field along with other fields. So over here we will consider, let us consider 50 capacity. So 50 metric ton is the daily capacity of the recycling unit. So after defining the recycling unit or the warehouse, we will move on to the EPR module. So in the EPR module, we have brands, we have brand group, then the brand targets and fulfillment details. So I'll begin with brand group. So let us consider there is one brand group, for example, Samsung brand group. So over here, we will be adding the brand group and we will add various brands under that group. So these are the basic fields which will enter, define the brand group. Then we will move on to brands. So in brands, we will be creating different brands under whom we will be doing various operations. So here I have considered two brands, PBOS and PBOS 2. We can create more brands as per the requirement, and we can create the brand by inputting the basic information such as the brand information, then the address, registered address, if there is any notes, and the EPR registration details of that brand. Like what is the registration type? Is that the importer, brand owner, or a producer? Is it operating in multiple states? What is the designation and everything? After defining a brand, next thing is that when we get a contract, what is the brand's target? So in the brand's target, we will be creating various brand's targets against one brand. So here we will select the brand which we have already created. What is the date of the validity? What is the EPR registration number? Is the EPR registration available or not? Then for which financial year we are defining the target? What is the annual target in metric tons? And if we want to divide the brand target in various states, then we can just select the states and then we'll select the target amount for various states. So this is how we will define brand target in our system. So once the brand target is done, now in one case, for example, we have multiple suppliers who will be fulfilling the brand target. So to fulfill the brand target, we will be defining various fulfillment details. So in the fulfillment details, we will click on add, and here we will select the brand, then the respective brand target, what is the date of fulfillment, and here we will be selecting various suppliers that we define in our system from the clients module suppliers, and here we will be adding one by one all the suppliers from which we will be fulfilling the brand target, and what will be the target quantity from whom we are capturing the data, and what is the expected date of completion. We can select it here. We can add multiple, otherwise we can also remove and select one by one. So after this, Mm, after this, we have the transporter module to manage the transporter and everything. Who will be the transporter through which the supplier will be sending the goods. Then we have the purchase register. So in purchase register, basically we will be creating a PO. So while creating a PO, here we'll select the supplier or the seller. Here we will select the supplier or the seller. Then here what is the date that we are creating it. Then is it EPR? Yes, it is EPR. So after selecting EPR, what is the brand tag? Which against which brand target we are purchasing the items? We will select it over here. Then what are the items that we are selecting? We'll select it from here. For example, we are importing desktop. Like what is the quantity? Quantity we will select, and if there is any alternate quantity, we'll select it here. Otherwise, we'll keep it blank. And if there is any address defined, we'll select it here. Otherwise, we'll keep it blank as it is not mandatory, and we'll save the changes. So this is how a purchase is created. So after a purchase is created, the purchase order will be created in our system. So once a purchase order is created in our system, now as a purchase order is created, we will be receiving the goods one by one. So we will go to the GRN module. Yes. So in this GRN module, we have what is the date of the GRN, who is the supplier from which we have received the items, against which purchase order we have received the items, and here we will select the items one by one. So just now I have created 100 desktops, so pending quantity is 100, out of which how much I have received, maybe 40. Then what is the recycling unit, we will select it here. Then what, if there's any description, we'll select it. If there are multiple items, we can add it over here one by one. All the various information such as bill or invoice number, bill or invoice date, what is the weight slip number, IRN, acknowledgement number, acknowledgement date, then all the e-way bill details, dispatch from ship to address, transporter ID, all the various details we can capture it there and we can save it. So here, yes, sorry, so I'll select Jeddah and I'll save the changes. So this is done and we can update it, otherwise we can approve it. Once we receive a GRN in our inventory, automatically for like the quantity that we enter and the material that we have received, the inventory will be done and it will be stored in our inventory. After that, we will go to production order, which is basically recycling. So here, everything will be done automatically as per the settings that we define here. As per the settings, auto process production orders. So as it is yes, so as soon as I click on generate to this production order, currently I have not generated anything. So as per the scheduler, our production orders will be generated for each and every warehouses.